Can you ever have too much compost? 10 years ago, everyone was talking about compost. You don't even need soil, just use compost. Oh, I only grow in pure compost. I'm pure because pure compost, right? This was the thing. And now you don't really hear people talking about that. Oh, why? Because they probably learned by doing it and saw that that doesn't work really well. You need soil there to create structure. So just good compost, you're making compost that's unstructured. I know someone who asked at a live Q&A this weekend at an event, they were like, oh, I have 4 feet of wood chips decomposing 18 months. And now the top is a mycelium mat and the inside is like forming this clay-like pancake. And I was like, it's not structured, right? And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is the problem. We need to have the clay, the sand, the silt. Those are all silicates. And what do we know about Silicon Valley and silicates? They transmit information. They transmit energy. They hold information and hold energy. So we need those elements in this equation. I mean, you look at all the natural soils of the world, and there's always a mineral component if it's functional. And so we have to create structure by having both the soil and the organic matter. So you can do compost. You can't do too much. If you do too much, like think about this. All right, I take compost, I squish it, it compacts, you can make a ball, right? And like that's the thing with really good soil. You walk on it and it's loamy. It's squishing and coming back because it's a structure, not just of organic matter, but of organic matter, clay, sand, and silt, and biology. Fungi, making those links between those sections. These are giving us the squish and that rebound. So if we want well-structured soils, we need to have the clay, the sand, the silt, and the organic matter, and the life. We can have too much compost. We can overdo it. We can add too much at a time as well, and it doesn't integrate properly, and then we can have it collapse the soil, turn into a muck, create an anaerobic situation. So use your regenerative soil common sense. And if you're unfamiliar with all the stuff I'm talking about in these videos, please check out Regenerative Soil, the book. And on Monday, the course the book was written for, the course is based on and expands off of, and worked with over a dozen guest educators, case studies. We go through the history of soil, how soil was made, all the soil cycles for the plant essential nutrients, redox, the chemistry. I'll make it micro to macro so you can actually see these things and actually do them. You can choose from a menu and you can take informed action after doing your test and knowing exactly what's missing, what you need, and you know how to do it. That's Regenerative Soil. I hope that you join us. It begins Monday. Let's make your holistic soil management plan. Let's make it happen. Let's start regenerating your soil this season. I'll see you there.